Hello everybody. So I'm going to do another Soloman variation, and this one is called the Soloman V bar, and you'll see why as we get going. But what I want to do to start off is basically we're just going to get your paracord set up like this. You got the cow's hitch at one end, and I fused two pieces together, so I have the Tar Heel blue. We got about 6 feet of that, and I got about 6 feet of the royal blue. So they're fused and they're cow hitched to this buckle, and then you come up through the bottom of the other half and then set it up just like this. So we'll start on the left side, and you're just going to do a regular cobra, and you're not going to tighten it. So just do left over the middle. And this first one's kind of weird because you just got to hold on to that buckle so it doesn't move on you. Take your right over the left one, go around the back and bring it up through that hole there. Alright, now when that's done, you're going to take your secondary strand, and from the back side you're going to take it through this hole here, the loop on the left, and bring it through to the middle point. And one easy way to find the middle point is just to put both of your ends together like this. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but put your ends together and then just pull that slack through. And as you pull, you'll actually get right to your middle point, which is right there. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but this is the middle of the strand, that orange one. Alright, now you can pull this up and tight. And it'd be a real wise idea to check the length again once you do that. Oh, and somehow I got twisted there. That usually doesn't happen. I thought it looked kind of funny. Yeah, so just get that back over there. There we go. Alright, get this nice and tight. First one's always hard to get tight, but once you get it, you'll know because you won't be able to move it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just take these up out of the way for now. So you just have your orange going through the one side of the Soloman. Okay, so we started on the left side going over. So if you do that on the left, you're going to keep the same color, and it's going to alternate going over the middle. So you started with the left side going over the middle. See this, the royal blue here is over the middle, so you're going to do that royal blue over the middle again. So whatever side you start with, that's the one you keep going over the middle with. So now we do the right over the middle, the left over the right, behind the back and through, and then we don't pull this tight. And what you're going to do is you've got your top one, this one here. Let me zoom in on this just a little bit. You're going to take the top one and go down through this loop, just like that, and then this bottom one you're going to come up through the bottom of the loop and pull that through. Get all the twisting out of there. Alright, and then pull those off to the right side, and then pull that tight. Okay, so now, oops, make sure you're pulling the right ones tight. Each time you run these orange through, you also want to snug those up. You don't really pull too tight on those because they have to be kind of loose. Alright, then we get these out of the way again, and we do another Soloman. So you do the left now, the right over the left, behind the back, and through. Leave it a little loose. The top one's always going to go over the middle and down. Back up a little bit here. Alright, and then the one in the back, that one's going to come up through the bottom and bring it over. Just like that. And I'll zoom in on this for you so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so it's going to look just like that. Get this tightened up. Your oranges pulled through. Okay, so tighten that on up. Snug up your oranges. There we go. And then you're just going to repeat it. I'll do a couple more real fast. And then that should be enough information so that you can finish your bracelet. So you got the top one, that one's going to go down through the loop. The bottom one's going to come up through the loop. Just like so. And pull that tight. And then pull the oranges through. And if you're doing this right, you should have the same on the back. Same design on the back. Yep. Alright, sorry, I just kind of stopped there for a second because I had to look at my design, but yep, it's going right. It's the right way. Alright. Do one more here. Okay, so the top one goes down. The bottom one, bottom one comes up through that hole. Pull her tight. There we go. Just keep repeating that process until you get all the way down, and then you'll be finished. And then I'll come back at the very end and I'll show you how to finish up the bracelet. Once again, we're right down here at the bottom. And what I've already done is I've already kind of pushed all of this up a little bit to give me a little extra room down here at the bottom. And then once I get this last one done, I'll kind of stretch that back down. So I'm just going to do my last one here. I really like the way that this one turned out, and I was thinking too is if I would have done this Tar Heel blue in an orange color, this would have looked a lot like the snake in the grass. Trying to see if I got it sitting here. I don't see it. Oh man, I got probably 50 bracelets sitting around here, all different patterns. Anyways, but yeah, if these were orange, these little Tar Heel blue colors here, that would look like the snake in the grass. And I might even do another one called Snake in the Grass too. Anyways, we gotta thread this down through. And this one comes up from the bottom. Pull that through, tighten this. Yep, and this is going to end up being the last one. Now this one you want to pull extremely tight because this is when we're going to snip these ends. And one thing about this is we've got two pieces of paracord coming through that hole and one coming through on the exact opposite side on this side and just one on this side. So we've got to be kind of careful. So I'm going to cut this one, and just so you know, I've got, geez, I don't know, I've probably got 3 feet of royal blue here that I'm not even going to use now. Okay, so just going to melt this in there. This is probably the most boring part of the videos I do, I'm sorry. I know it is. It's kind of painful to watch, I'm sure. Alright, so we got that one. Ouch. Yeah, don't burn yourself like I just did. I think I'm going to do these two by themselves. Or together, I mean. There we go. Just got to be really careful that these two don't go through that hole. So on this one, it might even be kind of wise to melt the surrounding paracord just a little bit so that it all fuses together. There we go. Yeah, actually that worked out pretty good. If you can melt the paracord that surrounds it a little bit, that'll kind of keep everything nice and together. And we just got the last one here. I really like the way this turned out. This might become one of my favorites. I don't know, I got a lot over here though. I got a lot of favorites. So I've actually been thinking, if you can get me, if you've come up with a new way of tying a knot, or a new way of tying a bracelet with paracord, let me know what it is. Email me at BoredParacord.com, and if I use your idea in a video, what I can do is I'll actually send you some free stuff, probably some buckles, or if it's a good one, if it's a good idea, I might even send you some free paracord. But anyway, there is the Soloman V-bar, and it's all completed, and you can see on the other side it's the same thing. It's just instead of the Tar Heel blue on the outside, it's the royal blue. I like this side better. There you go. Just don't forget to stretch this back down to fill that gap in at the end. There we go. That's a completed bracelet. Hope you like this one. I know I do. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks again for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one.